Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I wanted to film a short video today talking to you guys about the importance of riding upgrades as opposed to buying upgrades. Now, I'll start this video out with just basically just, a quick insight. As you guys know, I'm as guilty as anybody, honestly, when it comes to, wanting the latest, greatest gear out there. You guys have probably seen on the channel, I've done several bike reviews or bike spec rundowns showing you guys the bikes that I ride. I have a lot of bikes. I've got, I got 4 or 5 road bikes now. I've got a TT bike, which I need for my time trial races, because that does make a difference when you're time trialing. And when I do stage races with time trials, I do need to have that time trial bike to increase my performance on time trials. Although I don't really ride my time trial bike a whole lot, don't enjoy riding the time trial bike, I do need one to be as competitive as I can on time trials when the time arises. And as you guys know, I got a cyclocross bike last fall. I do want to get into cyclocross racing and cyclocross riding in general, and I've never had a cyclocross bike before, so I do have a cyclocross bike now. And like I said, I do have 4 or 5 other road bikes that I've bought throughout the last, a handful of years. So I'm as guilty as anybody when it comes to, buying upgrades. But, this video here, what I wanted to kind of stress is for people out there who, and again, I'm a fortunate guy, I make a decent living, and, I'm single, not married, don't have any kids, so, I love bicycles. So yeah, I have bought my share of bicycles over the years, and I'm fortunate in that regards, okay? But not everybody is as fortunate as a lot of people are, that they can't have 4 or 5 bikes, different bikes, and they can't buy the latest greatest bicycle or the latest greatest component package and all this stuff. But what I wanted to make this video for is to just to tell people that you don't have to buy those upgrades. That's what's so great about bicycling and bicycle racing, is that what makes you better on a bike is the person that you are, and being dedicated to your training, and pushing past current physical boundaries and becoming a better rider as a person, okay? I know a lot of guys who, if you put them on a 20-year-old, 20-year-old Huffy road bike, would flog me in any road race on my, on my Kestrel or my brand new Giant TCR, whatever, would absolutely flog me in any race on an old, much cheaper bike. And it doesn't matter what your bike is, as long as you've got a bike that fits you. Bike fit's super important. As long as your bike fits you properly, and your tires are pumped up, and your gears are adjusted properly, that's the biggest thing when it comes to upgrades, is making sure that your bike fits you, like I said, that your bike fits you, that your tires are pumped up, and that your gearing and your cables are adjusted properly. And as long as those 3 criteria are met, guys, it really doesn't matter, about having the latest, fanciest upgrade. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a new bike. I mean, again, I'm as guilty of that as anybody. I'm not going to say I'm not in any way. But same token, I understand the importance that when it comes to performance on a bicycle, okay, and being the best you can be as a rider, it has a lot less to do with the bike you're riding and a lot more to do with the person you are riding a bike. And I just wanted to make this short video stressing to anybody out there, if you're just getting into cycling and you're like, oh gosh, I can't afford that $4,000 bicycle, I can't get into bike racing, I can't afford that bike. It doesn't matter, man. Buy a used bike for $300-400, even if you have to spend $1,000, whatever you can afford. Get a bike, make sure it fits you properly, make sure that the gears on there are adjusted properly, and make sure your tires are pumped up good, and focus on becoming a better rider. Focus on training, okay? Focus on becoming a stronger rider. That's what makes the ultimate difference. Like I said, it really has very little to do with the bike you're riding. If you can afford a $15,000 top of the shelf fancy road bike with, you know, Shimano Dura Ace Di2. Awesome, man. I mean, that's awesome. It's, you know, and again, I have, you know, some fancy bikes, you know, several fancy bikes, and I'm fortunate in that regard. But if you're a guy who's just getting into cycling, or you know, you want to get into cycling and you can't afford that top of the line bike, don't let that discourage you. Okay, get the best bike you can afford, and focus on riding the hell out of that bike, and focus on pushing physical boundaries, and focus on becoming the best rider you can be. And that is going to be the absolute biggest telltale factor in you becoming a good bike rider and a good bike racer if you want to get into bike racing. So the whole premise of this video is that you should focus on riding upgrades and not buying upgrades. That's the most important thing. Again, guys, just wanted to make this short video for you. I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I want to continue to try to make more of these. And as always, I'll see you guys right back here in the next video.